Merry Christmas Eve. I'm getting started just a smidgy early. I am super duper excited. So excited that I really couldn't wait to open my gift. So I'm getting started early, gonna open my gift. Couldn't wait till tomorrow. I'm like a child. Anyways, as my gift to you, as promised, I will be here Christmas Eve tonight doing Aries through Cancer. Christmas evening at 6 o'clock doing Leo through Scorpio. And then the day after Christmas, I will also be here doing Sagittarius through Pisces. And it's full clarification. So either way, let's get into the opening of the presents. I'm so excited. I just couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. Okay. Let me get the paper off. I need scissors. I have scissors. Again, I will get into the readings in a moment, and I will make sure in the timestamps to oh my gosh, I can't get it open. Good grief, that's some thick tape. If I were to guess, I would say that it's something pertaining to tarot. That it came from an amazing subscriber. But we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out together. Okay. Paper. That's it. Okay. What is it? I have no idea. Oh, nice. It's an astrological planner. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's close to tarot, and it comes with a really pretty bag. I'm gonna have to save that. Thank you. Okay. Let me turn off my heat here, and let's get into it. We're gonna start with Aries and move our way all the way through to Cancer. We're only doing 4 signs today. Watch your sun, moon, rising, Venus. 4 signs today, 4 signs tomorrow, and 4 signs on, what is today? Tuesday, was Thursday. Because as my gift to you, as promised, I am doing full clarifications for every sign, but I couldn't do them all in one night or we would be here for hours upon hours. So hello, Leanne. Let us go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with Aries. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I am still doing super chats. If you're interested, it is a $5 minimum, 1 question per super chat. Yay, I'm glad I'm starting with Aries then. All right, this is actually for the week of the December 29th through to the 4th. For the sign of Aries. What does Aries need to know? Well, you might want to check your other placements because I'm not doing Capricorn until Thursday. I'm chopping them into 4 sections because I'm doing full clarifications, and I would be here forever. But check your sun, moon, rising, cross watch for somebody else. I'm doing tonight Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. I don't know why I get so fumbly on that. Okay. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. I'm going to move everything over. Aries, the overall energy for the upcoming week, again, the 29th through to the 4th, we have number 14, caring connection. Caring connection could be love. It could be just friendship. It can be anything. It's the energy of feeling like you're in some kind of a caring connection. And it's pertaining to bad health in the reverse. So whether this is you or somebody you're dealing with, it feels like this energy of this connection is helping to alleviate somebody's dis-ease within their body. So whatever ailments they might have been facing, maybe just being in your presence or you being in their presence, their energy, your energy is alleviating that ick feeling. We have the 5 of air, the messenger of fire, and the queen of earth. Interesting. That's Capricorn energy. So for the, was it serial killer is what it says. You're in the Aries reading. So maybe this is pertaining to you in some sense. So the 5 of air is all about conflict, internal conflict, external argument, something to that extent. It definitely could be like mental, I was going to say disagreement, but it's almost like when you argue with yourself mentally, inevitably that will lead to arguments externally. It'll start appearing in your external world. We will clarify on that. With the messenger of fire, Aries, I feel like that's your energy, passion, drive, desire, and movement forward. And the queen of earth, it could be a person because we do have a caring connection. So it could be, it's specifically Capricorn, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And if it's not a person, it could just be the energy. This is the energy of somebody who is very gifting. They're, well, I heard wealthy, interesting, well off. They're grounded, stable financially. They kind of have it going on, and they like the finer things in life. They like gifting and giving. Again, we're going to clarify here in a moment. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 50, angel of strength. Well, that's being in your personal power. Pertaining to number 38, toil and labor, something that you're working towards, being in your power, which is beautiful energy. When you call your power back to yourself, you're very strong. You're able to take on anything and move through anything. And you're putting forth work, energy, and effort. Pertaining to a temptation, devil energy, specifically Capricorn, again. But it's devil energy is, it's temptation in this deck. And it's really about our shadow side, which we all have one. It's just whether or not we decide to delve into that. It could be drugs, alcohol. It could be any type of addiction. It could be codependency, just being a negative Nilly, like all of that shadowy energy, being in the opposite of your light side, right? But it looks like you're trying to move through that, being in your power. And then we have the hanged man, Pisces energy. Beautiful. That is getting a new perspective, like seeing things from a new light, a new perspective. With the queen of fire, that's you, specifically Aries, and the world card. So at a glance, there's definitely some kind of caring connection that I feel like is helping you, or you're helping them move through some kind of health issue. It can be a wide range of things, from depression to anxiety to whatever. There was some kind of conflict. Again, we're going to clarify, but I feel like you're taking your creative power back, your passion, drive, desire, and moving towards either a person, earth energy, or somebody who embodies that, or the energy of being more grounded, stable, and secure within yourself. With the angel of strength, I feel like you are taking your power back and using that to move through some kind of temptation that is allowing you to find more clarity pertaining to who you truly are, your true self. And in essence, that's allowing you to complete a cycle. Some cycles normally go onwards for upwards of 10, 20 years, maybe even longer. Capricorn, Aquarius energy on the World card. But it's a time for celebration because you're moving through it. I'm going to read some of the comments super quick before we clarify because there's a lot. Thank you, Leon, for being in the comment section or for being my bouncer. Oh, thank you. Currently fighting constant arguing with my spouse. Just okay, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. All right. So we're going to get into clarifying, and then I did pull a couple other cards that we're going to read for you. For Aries, what is the 5 of air? I heard battle and discipline. So whatever that means to you. Interesting. The 5 of air is being clarified by the high priestess. That's Pisces energy. It's intuition, higher guidance. It could come in the form of a person and just your higher faculties. With the Empress energy, Taurus, Libra, this is a time of giving birth to your dreams and desires. And it's the energy of ground. Well, it reminds me a lot of that Queen of Earth energy, but it's also, well, I heard rebirth. I've gotten that twice now, which to me, it's not normally rebirth. That would be, but it could be a rebirth for you, or, it's a time of fertility. So giving birth to dreams and desires, new beginnings. It's prosperity, abundance. My thing just started smoking again. And the 6 of Wands. So 6 of Wands is acclaim, fame. It's being recognized. So it can be as simple as just getting some kind of recognition. I feel like the argument or the fighting, if it's not internal argument, it's with another person. But it feels a lot like almost, I mean, this is amazing energy. So is it that you're moving forward and somebody's not dealing well with that? You're trying to reinvent yourself, become the person you're meant to be, you want to be, and or is it that you're fighting internally, like an internal battle? Like part of you is like, yes, this is what I want. I want to be, following my intuition and having everything that I desire and reaching my successful completion of whatever it is I'm desiring. And the other half of you is like, but not today. We'll get to it later. So even if it doesn't necessarily feel like it's internal argument, it could definitely be, like people do their New Year's resolution. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna, lose 40 pounds or whatever it is, or I'm gonna never drink it, like whatever the case is. And then, it's New Year's Eve. And so they're like eating all the good snacks and all, or drinking all the, booze. And it's like, yeah, I'll start tomorrow kind of energy. And then it just kind of never happens, or it happens for a little bit. So internal or external, there's arguments going on, which again, as within, so without. So it could be spilling out into your external world. What is the messenger of fire? I heard goody two shoes, and I heard do-getter, or do-gooder. Do-gooder? Yes, do-gooder. And then I heard too big for your britches. I don't know if this is somebody saying this to you or So the messenger of fire, that's that passion, drive, desire, movement forward with your creativity. Like that kind of like what I was saying when you're, not to say that that's what you're doing, but you know, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get things going. I'm making the change. I'm making things happen. We have the Page of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. This is interesting. It feels like you're passionately moving forward, and the pages bring news. So you could be speaking some kind of truth, or receiving some kind of guidance, clarity pertaining to some long-term situation, be it this is Pentacles, so it's going to be something tangible, like a home or a job or something tangible, something that's been going on for long term, 10 years, right? Or longer. And with the King of Swords, specifically Gemini, but it's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, this is the energy of somebody who is very outspoken. They have a tendency to, I heard, always think that they're right. But it's somebody who speaks their truth. And I say their truth because although they tend to have clarity, they think outside the box, they get really set black and white on what their truth is and believe that it's everybody's truth. So it's not to knock the King of Swords. It's more they're just very like, no, the sky's purple. And you can argue with them all you want. Like, no, it's clearly not purple. It's blue. And they're like, they'll get angry and upset. Like, no, it's like, it's kind of the energy of I'm always right. Or like I like to say, I may not always be right, but I'm never wrong. So I feel like whatever your passion is, it's also the energy of somebody who's willing to cut out people, places, and situations that no longer serve them. I feel like you're passionately communicating in some kind of possible home or work situation, something that you put a lot of energy and effort into with somebody who might embody that energy, who could also be this caring connection. It feels like there's some kind of a shift taking place. For some of you, it could be that this shift is ending with the 5 of Pentacles. You've made a decision to leave this person out in the cold. But I don't feel like that's for everybody. It just feels like this is somebody that you might have built something together with, somebody who you have a long-standing a history with. And again, if they're the energy of argument because they're never wrong, or it can make it difficult to shift and change when you're working with or dealing with somebody who is very opinionated. I heard unsolicited advice all the way. So what is the Queen of Earth? You could be moving away from this King of Swords towards a Queen of Earth. Male, female, not gender specific. Just take it how it resonates. And again, it wouldn't even have to be in love. It could be like emotional support. You know what I mean? Because it feels like there's a major shift and change taking place in your life. And if you're passionately moving towards this Queen of Earth, it could be that you're leaving this King of Swords in the dust. For some of you. The Queen of Earth is being clarified by the 4 of Pentacles, the Chariot card, Cancer energy, the Hierophant, Virgo energy, and the Knight of Wands, which is the Messenger of Fire, same energy. When it comes to the Queen of Earth, there's something that you've been holding on to. And it feels more like you've been holding on to this desire for victory, success, and movement forward in your life. With the Hermit energy, that's all about going within and figuring out what you're truly passionate about, he's got the star in his lantern, which is the North Star, your purpose, your nodal purpose, like why you're here. So you go within, you take that time to figure out, literally get to know who you are, figure out who you are, take your power back from people, places, and situations. It's literally the hermit. Like you kind of just disassociate with everybody and everything to take that time to kind of on a spiritual level, like, what do I really like? What really lights me up? What am I passionate about? Not, what I've been living for however long, for whoever I've been living for, but it's a spiritual journey. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to be doing it this week or attempting to start that this week. For others, you might have already gone through it, and that's literally what's causing you to move forward out of this situation with whomever this person is. It's like you're taking this higher spiritual path. And I feel like there is a caring connection, but I feel like it's helping you. It's like, if it's not a love connection, it could be like a friend or somebody that is helping you move through this health issue, whatever it is for you. Following your higher intuition, no longer engaging in the arguments and the fights, whether it's internal or external, passionately moving forward from whatever situation may not be in alignment with you any longer. And I feel like you are the Knight of Wands, passionately moving towards, if this isn't a specific person, the energy of being more grounded, stable, the finer things in life, being more giving of yourself, your energy, your time. What is the underlying? Let's get into that. Thanks, Leanne. Leanne's my bouncer. I like it. All right, what's the temptation? Interesting. Well, it could be a lot of things. But that came out last. I don't know how that came out. Anyways, Page of Wands. So pages do bring news, but we're talking about temptation or shadow energy. They have a tendency to be younger, immature. They kind of do things without thinking. They just like kind of like a squirrel. They'll see something, go after it. For some reason, that movie, I think it's Ice Age, with that little, I don't know that it was a squirrel, but it looks like a squirrel. And it gets itself in so much trouble because it's just focused on the little acorn. And it creates like the Ice Age cracking or whatever. I don't know if you've seen it. Maybe look it up. Scrat, I think is its name. It makes me think of that energy. Kind of like, oh, what's that? Oh, I want that. That, desire, passion. Oh, after it. And then it creates all this havoc in their life. So that, I feel like, is a temptation we're overcoming. We have the Lovers. So the Lovers, Gemini energy is soulmate connection, but it's also like a choice card. And I feel like it could be both in this situation, but let's get to the next card, the Knight of Cups. Could be alcohol, could be drinking, promiscuity. I don't know if I said that word right, but I think I got the point across. And the soulmate connection could be this King of Swords. So, because he's on the bottom of the deck, the same one that you might already be entangled with. It's interesting because we have a lot of soulmates in our life, and soulmates come into our lives on many different occasions, sometimes for our entire life, sometimes for a short time, sometimes just a blip on the radar. But it's not always meant to be whatever situation we believe it is meant to be. It could be that the temptation is between moving towards something you're passionate about and or like making that choice between, oh, like I had explained, yeah, I'm going to get this done. I really want to do this, but I'll do it next week. Like kind of a procrastinating energy, overindulgence in multiple different areas, holding on to people, places, and situations that don't serve you, codependency. What is the Hanged Man? You're viewing higher level of commitment differently. Taurus energy, the Hierophant. You're viewing spirituality differently. However that looks for you. Some people it's church, some people it's whatever it is to you. It doesn't matter. Some people's higher power is the sun, or higher power, or spirit, or God, or like whatever it is for you. I feel like you're getting a new perspective on it. I also feel like in general, commitments, you're getting a new perspective. You're getting another perspective on that long-term longevity, what it truly means, what safety, security, because we can have this all day long. But have you ever known people who are comfortable in the chaos? People who get comfortable in situations that you might not deem as a healthy situation, but it's comfortable. It's been around for a long time. I know what to expect from it. So whether this is work or home or whatever tangible security system you have, I feel like you're getting a new perspective. With the Ten of Swords, you're shifting the way you see things, you believe things, and in turn, it's like a life change. When you get the Ten of Swords, it is a complete shift in your reality. It is your belief system changes. You're completely, the way you've looked at things for however long shifts and changes. And it's an ending of a cycle, an old way of believing. And that's your paradigm. It's what ran your world up until this point, right? I feel like you're following your intuition. Queen of Fire, that is you. What do we got for you? Ooh, for some of you, you are dealing with a Chiron return. Nice. Okay. So clarifying the Queen of Fire, which is you, we've got the Nine of Wands. Well, that is the Wounded Warrior. That's your Chiron. That is karma, and it's all the baggage that you've been through that you continuously recycle, different faces, different places, but it's kind of the same theme for, again, it doesn't have to be 10 years. It can be 20. It can be 30. It can be your whole life. You've been on this path. You're finally seeing things clearly with the Justice. You're bringing balance to yourself, to your life. Internal balance reflects external balance. And we got the Devil in the reverse. So the temptation is no longer a temptation. You've taken your power back. Oops. What's the World card? Again, the World card is the ending of that cycle. It's a time for celebration. I'm hearing the song, Hit the Road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Interesting. So the World card is being clarified by the World card in the reverse. That's very interesting. With that King of Swords, definitely have a King of Swords in your life, regardless. I mean, it looks to be that it's somebody who you're romantically involved with, but it doesn't have to be. And a Two of Pentacles. So first of all, the World in reverse is a cycle that just, you never complete the cycle. You just continuously, it's on a loop. You just repeat the cycle over and over and over again, and you're repeating it with this King of Swords. With the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles is the energy of somebody who is overwhelmed. It's energetically and emotionally draining. It's exhausting trying to juggle this life. that's the cycle you're completing, is this revolving, this continuous repeating of a cycle with this King of Swords. If you're not dealing with an actual relationship of a King of Swords, you could be embodying that energy of kind of a negative note, like everything I explained on the King of Swords. But from what it shows, somebody's in a relationship with somebody who embodies that energy. All right, Aries, I'm going to read the 2 cards I pulled for you. One is a chakra card. The other is a white light oracle. I definitely feel like you are beginning a new cycle. I feel like you do or will have somebody who is a caring connection to help you heal. I feel like you're definitely moving away from a person and or energy. Strong feeling that it's an actual person. And finally moving out of an old cycle. Okay, we have, ooh, I love it. Number 29, spiritual awakening. Yeah, you're having a spiritual awakening. I'd say so. And then we have your white light oracle is number 13, Basset of 174 Hertz. I love the cats. So number 13. Oh my gosh. I got. You've been moving so fast for so long that you're not realizing how wound up you've become. Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower healing rhythm, and you will restore your body, mind, and soul. That feels like the Hermit card, going within, meditating. Things which seem too difficult right now shall soon seem very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. I feel that. All right, Aries, that is what I have for you. I'm moving on to Taurus at 3219. Let me go ahead and shuffle. Thank you so much for being here, Leanne. Like, I'm sure you have a life. So I wasn't expecting you. Well, I didn't know when you'd come, but I assumed you might come for yours. But it is the holiday season, so I appreciate you tremendously. Do you like my hat? My Santa Claus hat. Again, I am doing full clarifications. My gift to all of you this holiday season. It's just really my style. I have a crazy, my style is very expansive. Like, you never know. Maybe I'll be wearing a business suit tomorrow. Unlikely, but there are some in the closet, just saying. Ooh, I'm getting the song, A Whole New World. I am not a Disney princess. Oops. How'd that go? Is that The Little Mermaid? Is that where that song came from? Well, either way, I'm seeing a Little Mermaid. Maybe you have red hair. There's a lot of cards to shuffle. I'm shuffling as quickly as I can. Okay. Is it Aladdin? Maybe. I don't know. I just know that I have the merfish in my head. Maybe you're dealing with a merfish, Taurus. Now I don't remember. I thought she had red hair. I don't know. The one I'm visioning, I see red hair. A red-haired merfish. Alrighty, that took forever and a day. Taurus, the week ahead, December 29th to the 4th of January. Which I think I'm live on the 1st. I am. New Year's Day. Where the chat will be different. You'll have to be a subscriber to chat for, I think it's the first 10 minutes. Hot. Okay, you saw me shuffle. Just saying. Just saying. Because I sat here and did it for like an hour and a half. Okay, what do we have for Taurus? Week ahead. Full what the frig? Full clarification. Yeah. I don't want to be a Taurus. Oh, well, I got the world card. Maybe that's the whole new world. Taurus, overall energy for the upcoming week. We have number 31, door to value, but it's pertaining to number 31, bad health. Interesting. We have 31 twice. Could be seeing 31 a lot. Could be seeing 4 and 4. I don't know. You have the door to value, and it's pertaining to bad health. It could be that you're finally realizing how valuable your life is. Maybe some health situation really opened you up to understand the true value of your life, what your true value is. And as within, so without. So once you figure out your true value, it opens the door to value coming into your life. But it feels like it could have been some kind of a health scare that happened. Interesting. We have the 4 of fire. So the 4 of fire is the 4 of wands. It's almost like walking through. I know a lot of people say it's a twin flame card, and frankly, I have my own opinion on twin flames. I think I'll do a video on that eventually, but to each their own. It's very, it talks about union and celebration and like a wedding and things like that, taking things to the next level. But this feels very much to me like a rite of passage, like the 4 pillars, moving into your truth, your spiritual path. It's like the temple path for me, moving into that. Could be with another person, take it how it resonates. With the 10 of earth, that's long-term. That's a lot of energy, effort put into something. That's grounded stability. That's Taurus energy, frankly. But I feel like there's something pertaining to your stability and security that is shifting or changing, like a more spiritual view on it. Also, the 10 of earth is an ending. It could be a job, a home, but it doesn't necessarily mean that, like, okay, yes, you could be moving, you could be getting a new job, but it's more, you could be leveling up as well. You could be doing a remodel in your home, your current home, like not moving. You could be leveling up in a company, you know, receiving some kind of abundance or some kind of bonus or something to that extent. And then we have the 3 of air. Well, that's heartbreak. That's rejection being God's protection. Something heartbreaking. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface, Taurus, we have number 25, deceit. Who are you deceiving? Self-deception, maybe? Pertaining to number 29, imprisonment. Well, that is up in your own headspace. Being up, like, to me, imprisonment is self-deception. It's being trapped in your own headspace and you're self-deceiving, pertaining to the 5 of Earth, either being left out in the cold or lack, which inevitably will start creating in your reality. It feels like you have stability, security, the door to value, your worth as well. There could have been a health scare that was caused, but I feel like the health scare would have been caused more from this energy of deceiving yourself and your mental gymnastics with the 5 of Earth, lack, being left out in the cold, not enough, despair energy. I feel like with the world, you're ending a cycle, number 21. Excuse me, Aries, Capricorn, or Aquarius, Capricorn energy. That's a time for celebration. And I feel like there's an emotional detachment with the 8 of Cups from something. We're going to clarify here in a moment. So let's get into the clarifying. What's the 4 of Fire? All right, Taurus, the 4 of Fire is being clarified by the Hierophant. That's you, Taurus energy. It's also a higher level of commitment. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and the Chariot, Cancer energy. And interesting, we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, which is Gemini. We'll get into that in a second. So this 4 of Fire, I feel like you're getting a brand new perspective, not just on higher level of commitment, whatever that looks like for you. You're going to start seeing it differently. But I also feel like the Hierophant is also kind of guru energy, somebody with seeking higher knowledge, spiritual knowledge. And I feel like you're seeing things differently. This could be somebody in your life. You could be moving into that energy with the 4 pillars, like I said. And there's victory, success, and movement forward once you gain that new perspective. And it could be also that there is a soulmate connection that is tied to this as well. I have a hair or something in my eye, and now I've got the blinks. I've got the blinkies. Oh my gosh. I'll try not to be distracting with whatever is poking me in the eyeball. Maybe it's poking you in the eye. Like, get a new perspective. Shift the way that you're seeing things. And the way you're seeing things will shift. Or in the things that you're seeing will shift. Okay. Oh, down it goes. Oh, maybe it wanted me to get that in a different perspective. So that 10 of Earth, again, it is something grounded, stable. But as I had told Aries, we can be comfortable and stable in chaos. In this, you could actually get comfortable and stable in this energy to where you're thinking it, feeling it, creating it, and then you're in it. And then you kind of just adapt, and then it becomes your new norm. I feel like I need to give an example. So let's say, when you're a kid, you get your first job, and wherever that is, I worked for, I think, a company that was like a theater. I worked for a theater. And the pay, if I remember correctly, I think it was like $4 something an hour, $4 and something cents. It was my first job. Like, that was a lot. Like, I had money. I'm old. And I started working at 15 and a half, just so we're aware. But like, that's a lot. You know what I mean? When you're brand new and you've never worked before, and now all of a sudden you're getting your first paycheck, and you're, if you were so lucky to still have parents that were providing your food, and you didn't have to pay really any bills, right? It was like your own gas money and, whatever. That was comfortable. And then you get your next job, because of course the first one rarely ever lasts very long, at least not for me. And you get bumped up to like $6 an hour, and you're like, oh my God, like that. Yeah, I don't even know how I survived on that other stuff. It's the same idea with feeling comfortable in certain situations in lack, because you're experiencing it for so long, which you're creating it, but then it becomes your new norm, your new comfort zone, if that makes sense. Anyways, we have the Two of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Whatever this is pertaining to for you, again, Ten of Pentacles, home. It's not normally relationship. It could depict family because it's a home, but it's more home or work, grounded, stable, things in the 3D. What you deem is grounded and stable. We have the Minor Arcana of the World card, which to me is like desiring to turn your back on the old and move forward into the new, hence the World and the underlying energy. You're wanting to move away from something. From the Seven of Cups, illusion, delusion, and heartbreak with the Five of Cups. Some kind of heartbreak that it seems like you've been focusing on. You have these two cups behind you. There's two emotional experiences right here for you, but you're focused on something that didn't work out. You're focused on the lack, the cup being spilled out, as opposed to the two full cups behind you. Like when you're tunnel vision on something, it's really hard to see the great things happening around you. And there's some kind of delusion or illusion, wishful thinking in a sense, like, yes, we can create whatever we want, but when you're in, it's almost like the energy of a mixed bag. Like, oh, I'm gonna get the jewels, but then your internal dialogue's like, nope, it's gonna be a snake. You're never gonna get the jewels. It's like delusion and illusion. And we have that Eight of Cups. I feel like you're emotionally detaching from this energy, this old way of being. With the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, it's like baby steps, but I feel like it's happening in divine timing. Temperance is like, tempering yourself. Like, don't overindulge. Don't get too ahead of yourself. What's the Three of Air? So there was a situation there where there was rejection, which could pertain to that Five of Cups. Something where something didn't go as planned. You're still in that energy, and or it's going to be happening this week. But it's interesting because we have the Four of Cups, which is rejection. And I feel like it was a good thing. Whether you did the rejecting or somebody else did the rejecting, it was a good thing because it's leading to the Empress energy, Taurus, Libra. It is allowing for a brand new beginning, a new opportunity, giving birth to your dreams, making your dreams a reality. It's Venusian energy, so it's very fertile for you to create. With the Six of Pentacles, that's receiving some kind of, again, abundant, maybe a loan goes through, or you get some kind of large gift of finances. Something is not only coming into balance, but you could be receiving some kind of windfall of sorts. With the Four of Swords, there's healing taking place from most likely whatever bad health you were causing yourself, but also receiving guidance, downloads. So you're definitely moving into a new level here. You're seeing things differently. You're understanding, hopefully at this point, how your thoughts are creating your reality, and you're turning your back on it. You're letting go of the sadness or delusion, illusions that you've created for yourself. You're understanding that rejection was protection, that you have this wonderful opportunity and new things taking place in your life. You're receiving from that energy. You could even be embodying that Empress energy, which is somebody who embodies all four queens. Like, that's super powerful. And I feel like you're healing and also receiving guidance and downloads. Follow your intuition. Let's get to the underlying part. This is the sticky part where I feel like you've been deceiving yourself and really locked in your own mental prison. What is the Five of Earth? I feel like you've been in a major energy of lack. Like, I mean, take it how it resonates. Flip the roles if you need to, if you're dealing with another person, or watch your other placements. But the Five of Earth is being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So that's going to be your energy. Yes, it's specifically Capricorn, but this is a Taurus reading. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is somebody who is not grounded, who is not stable. And if you're not here yet, if you continuously sit in this energy, you're going to create that. It's the energy of somebody who's not kind and giving and generous. It's somebody who's stingy and always worried about, no, gosh, I just saw that little, my precious, I can't think of his name, that ring guy, that kind of energy, like, oh, mine, hoarding, like trying to grapple onto any last red cent you have or anything for that matter. I heard bah humbug, so possibly Grinch energy. This is somebody who's far from in their power. This is somebody who's giving their power away to these negative thoughts that is creating, and it's very self-deceptive. It's creating this ripple effect that if it has not already started flowing into your 3D reality, it will be very soon. I feel like you're finally recognizing with the Six of Wands that this is some kind of karmic, the Nine of Wands, some baggage or burden you've been carrying around. Clearly, you've been carrying around some form of heartbreak. And even that could have been where it all started. Feeling less than because maybe you were rejected at some point. I don't feel like this is recent energy. It feels like this is ongoing. So let me give an example. First, boyfriend, girlfriend rejects you, and it's like devastating. I mean, think of being, I don't know how old you are, but for me, that young again. And it's like, you know, the first time you're ever rejected or ghosted or left out in the cold, and you internalize it and you take it personal, and you think at some point you move past it. Well, hopefully you do, but the majority of people don't. And so there's something deep within them that feels that way. So inevitably, the next relationship, there's a form of that, whether it's outright the person rejecting you and it happening all over again, or it's a feeling of being kind of like let's say you're together with somebody, but you kind of just always feel like they're never available or never around, or they'd rather hang out with their friends more, or like you're like the last on the list. It's a form of rejection. So I feel like this is something that's been playing out for quite a long time to have it come up with the Nine of Wands. This isn't new. It's just different faces, different places, different environment, but it's the same energy as that first go round. And that first go round doesn't even have to be your first relationship. It could be from your parents divorced, like we internalize that, or you know, one parent was never around, or one parent just didn't really understand love or how to give it, or like whatever the case may be, right? We carry that crap around. Okay, the World card. Interesting. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Six of Swords, and the Hierophant. So I feel like what's shifting and changing is your energy pertaining to not only security and stability, wish fulfillment for sure, what you truly desire, but this is the energy in the upright of somebody who's single, somebody who is like enjoying the fruits of their labor. It's the energy of somebody who's put in, you know, all the work and energy and effort. In the reverse, this is somebody who isn't enjoying the fruits of their labor. They aren't feeling happy or grateful for the things that they create. it's still been created, but there's no joy and happiness. They're not looking at it as a wish fulfillment. They're not perceiving it in a good light. And they're definitely not enjoying it. They're not sharing it. It's like, again, negative Nelly energy. You're moving away from that. It's that rite of passage. It's that feeling of finally crossing the threshold into a new, it's like getting out of the lower chakra and moving up into the more higher chakra where you see things far more clearly. It's not like being in that first chakra where it's all about, okay, I need to, survival, fight or flight. Or the second chakra where it's all about like pleasuring thyself. So I'm not saying those are bad, but as you move up in the scale in your chakras, it expands and it becomes more of a spiritual experience. Like, you're always going to survive. Even when your body no longer exists, you're still here. You know that you can receive pleasure in many different ways, and it's not all about, it's like the focus expands and it's not all about you anymore. And I feel like that's a major shift you're taking in the rite of passage. It's going to be emotionally and mentally so much better. And the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Again, I feel like eventually, maybe not right now, take it how it resonates, you might end up moving into guru energy. But I definitely feel for right now, you're going to have a higher level of commitment towards your spiritual aspect in life. The way that you're seeing things, perceiving things, the Hanged Man. I feel like you're, in essence, kind of having a spiritual awakening. We have the Hermit energy. Yeah, going within. That's when we have that spiritual awakening. We figure out who we truly are, what we're really passionate about, and what our true purpose in life is, to be here, incarnate. So Taurus, craziness. I definitely feel like you're shifting again. I feel like Aries kind of had that too. They did. That's right. In the very beginning, they had the spiritual awakening card. And I shuffled. You have spiritual awakening. The White Light Oracle, we have number 35, a Pearl of Sorrow. Wasn't I singing The Little Mermaid? Okay. Now, tell me, does she not, I gotta cover, no, I think she's pretty covered, but I'll cover this. Does she not almost look like a mermaid? She almost looks like a seahorse, but either way, Pearl of Sorrow, number 35. Close enough to The Little Mermaid with The Whole New World. Again, I don't even think that's the right song for The Little Mermaid, but that's what I saw, so. What was it? 35. One more. Good grief. Okay. Taurus. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You're going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. Hence the Hierophant. Hence the Four of Wands, or the Four of Fire. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. I feel like that's the door to value and the Hermit energy as well. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. That's your own internal dialogue. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. Hence, I feel like you're going to turn into the Hierophant. I just can't make this stuff up. It's great. Okay, we're going to move on to Gemini at 59:13. See, could you imagine if I did all 12 signs tonight? That would be insane. Southern Madhouse, the only advice I would give would be to really stay in your own lane and focus on yourself and focus on your internal healing. And there's really nothing more you can do when it comes to another person, because words don't teach. Your energy and your actions alone will. The only other opportunity or option I would give is to start viewing conversations in your head differently. So whether we're aware of it or not, we constantly have dialogue running in our head, and the people around us fit our dialogue. So I know it seems like they act out and then we have the dialogue. They're acting out of our assumption of who we expect them to be. So if you want different, you must be different. And in being different, to make a full change would be literally to go within and find your true self. But to make a temporary change while you're doing all the other work would be to start viewing your relationship as amazing, start having mental envisions of you having wonderful conversations with your husband, loving, kind, generous. When you think of him, think of positive, wonderful aspects only. Don't allow yourself to dip into the other stuff. So that would be it. I just finished Taurus. I'll do timestamps when I'm finished, but I am currently moving into Gemini after I shuffle, and again, I'm only doing 4 signs tonight because it looks like we're roughly at about a half hour for each sign. I feel like the shuffling is like 15 minutes of that. Just saying. But I will be back tomorrow. And if you can't catch it live, you can always watch it after the fact, and there will be timestamps. What does that have to do with anything? Being a guy. Did I say something? What did I say? Oh, husband versus wife. You're the husband? Okay, flip it. I just said, I just read husband, so, but I mean, but yeah, just envision, you know, flip the roles. You'd be amazed. I feel like while I'm shuffling, I'm going to tell a super quick story. When you envision certain things, it's kind of almost exciting when it plays out. Like you envision a boss saying, wow, you're doing a really good job. And you literally hear their voice in your head and you're envisioning like it happening. So envision your wife just saying something that you just wouldn't expect, and keep envisioning things like that, and catch yourself when you're envisioning opposite, because the longer we're in a situation, the more we end up expecting them to be a certain way, and our expectations are always met. Always. Okay. Gemini. Gemini, the week of December 29th through to January 4th. Ooh, you got 2. You got 2, Gemini. Ooh, for the sign of Gemini. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I will mention that I am only doing 4 signs today. I will be doing 4 more tomorrow and 4 more on Thursday. So I've done Aries, Taurus. I am currently on Gemini. I will be doing Cancer And then we will be done unless there's any super chat questions. And then tomorrow is Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. And then the final 4 at the end of that next day. Yeah, what I said. Okay. Ooh, see, I shuffle. What the world? Okay. Gemini. I need a drinky poo. I'm parched. Overall energy for your reading is number 11, cornucopia, and it's pertaining to number 47, the thinking woman. Well, the thinking woman makes me feel air energy. So I'm going to say you're totally in your power right now. I feel like you're in your power. You've called your power back. You're very powerful at this point to be standing strong in your energy. It's all pertaining to despair in the reverse, number 32, which of course, despair in the reverse is cornucopia. Everything that you're thinking is positive, happy, or at least you're focused on making sure that everything that you're thinking is positive, happy, creating abundance. Like, I feel like you're very powerful. You could be manifesting. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't. I would be surprised if the magician doesn't pop out. Because that feels like very strong, purposeful manifestation as opposed to manifesting by default. We have the 4 of fire. 4 of Wands, again, it feels like you could be leveling up spiritually, moving into a whole new level. With the 9 of, also could be celebration, a wedding. We do have holidays happening right now. There's a 9 of earth, wish fulfillment. This is the energy of really reaping the rewards of the hard work and labor. It's also, you could be receiving some kind of financial windfall as well. With the page of fire, that is passion, drive, desire, movement forward. Pages sometimes bring news. It could be somebody younger than you. It just feels like this is you moving forward with passion and drive, or maybe speaking passionately. But we're going to clarify here in a moment. So underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 36, second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is intimacy and creativity, and it's pertaining to number 22, official person. So I try to explain official person. Yes, they're dressed in like military or royal attire. I think it's military. Doesn't have to be. It's what you would deem an official person. So let's say it's, you think a police officer or firefighter is an official person. That would be an official person. Or let's say you think a college professor is official, and somebody who like has the official credentials, politics, like whatever. Like more things are going off in my head, and I'm like, okay, I think they got the point. Like, I'm not going to say anymore. So there's some kind of something that I feel like is piquing your intimacy. Your second chakra is lighting up around an official person. We have the 7 of earth. That is the energy of kind of looking back at the seeds you've planted. Hopefully with joy and happiness, but we'll find out when we clarify. But we have the Emperor. Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries or have that in your chart. So take that how it resonates. The Emperor is a boss. So this official person could be a boss. It could be that this is, again, feels like it could be an official person. So there's seeds that were planted that possibly brought this person about. I definitely feel like you're in amazing energy at this time. You, I feel, are completely manifesting on purpose, creating in the creative energy. This again could be a celebration or a party, but I feel like it's a leveling up, a moving into especially if you've got despair in the reverse, it's like you've hit another level in that templed path, your divine destiny. I don't know where that came from. So what is this for fire? The sun. And that one went down. Okay. Oop. So the four of fire is being clarified by the sun. That is like the cornucopia energy. That's Leo energy, happiness, joy, abundance, creativity. God, that thing in my eye went away and now it's back. With the Ace of Swords. See, this is why it feels like a leveling up, because I feel like you've shifted your belief system, the way you think, the way that you are creating. You've left a cycle. I got it. So happy. I'm so sorry, but like that was bothering me. There was a fuzz in my eyeball. Anyway, Ace of Swords, clarity. You could even be receiving downloads. Intuition could be super off the charts at this point. But it's also truth and a new way of thinking and believing, and your clarity of things is there. Like, this is amazing energy with the Three of Pentacles. For some of you, again, I feel like you've leveled up, but there could be a collaboration with that Three of Pentacles, a person coming in that could be nothing more than maybe a business opportunity or just a getting together that you clearly know is something more. You can see, well, I heard premonition. You can see something that's taking place, or that it's almost like a recognition of sorts. So the Nine of Earth, again, I feel like you energetically, because I'm seeing the Eight of Earth, I feel like you put a lot of energy, effort into shifting or changing something. It could be external work, but I feel like it's internal work. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse with the Nine of Wands. Loveless situations, baggage, loveless baggage you've been carrying around for far too long. I definitely feel like it pertains to relationships, but it doesn't necessarily have to be just relationships, like love relationships. It could be all sorts of relationships, friendships, like whatever. I feel like your wish fulfillment is that something is finally changed pertaining to your chironic wounding, your baggage that you've been carrying around. I feel like something definitely is healing or shifting or changing. And it 100% has to do with a lack of love or emotion, or again, something you've continuously repeated or recreated that you experienced maybe once or twice in your life, and then it just autopilot recreated. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy, victory, success, and movement forward. That's the wish fulfillment. You're no longer sat in that energy, hence the no longer in the despair. You're creating something new from clarity and truth. What is the Page of Fire? Interesting. I heard divine destination. I heard no more fear. Okay, that Page of Fire, the Queen of Cups, specifically Cancer, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Could be a person you're dealing with. However, it also signifies somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic. It is somebody who's kind, caring, compassionate. It is emotion energy. You could be embodying that. With the High Priestess, Pisces energy, specifically, this is like somebody who totally embodies intuition and psychic abilities. It also is like following your intuition and with passion, drive, and desire, and going after what it is you desire in that energy, heart and passion. Following intuition is huge. It's life changing. The Tower, major shift and change in your reality. The Tower is Scorpio, Aries energy. Yeah, I feel like Gemini, you are definitely leveling up spiritually. You're moving out of some old loveless cycle that was definitely not benefiting you. In fact, I feel like that's why at some point you were in the energy of despair. There's something wonderful coming in for you. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. Clarity is amazing. Let's get to the underlying. This again is pertaining to an official person with intimacy and creativity. If it's, you could even become that official person. And maybe it's more about creativity than intimacy. So what's the Seven of Earth? Or it could be another person, just saying. Okay, Seven of Earth, the seeds you planted, the Four of Wands. Again, that's the same card. And although I do feel like this is like a spiritual path that you are moving on, your templed path, I also feel like with that Three of Pentacles, there could be something that starts off with somebody that leads to more. You've planted the seeds, the thoughts that you're thinking create this reality. With the King of Pentacles, that is specifically Virgo energy, but it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it's grounded, stable. Somebody who likes to find their things in life. They enjoy this earthly plane. They're very earth oriented. We have the Hermit card. They could like animals too. I heard humanitarian, so that's not really the same, but I feel like they could like animals. The Hermit, Virgo energy, doubling down on the Virgo energy, by the way. This is the energy of going within and truly figuring out what you're passionate and driven towards. This is akin to a spiritual awakening and really following your north, which your North Star, your true north, your wish fulfillment. It's, again, walking your templed path. With the Lovers, soulmate connection, Gemini energy. Interesting. I definitely feel like you've planted the seeds, this shift and this change. There's definitely somebody coming in. It's possibly an official person. Official person could be a boss, somebody you're collaborating with, somebody who is a hierarchy, somebody who, you know, emperor energy. Let's, what's the Emperor? The Emperor is being clarified by the Six of Pentacles. This is charitable. Somebody who could be definitely balanced, but also offering some kind of financial gift. The Seven of Cups in the reverse, they're not delusional or illusion. They don't have a million different options out there. They're very clear and concise. With the Seven of Swords, disciplined and well, I heard suitable, sustainable, but this is somebody who truly knows what it is that they desire and they go after it. They have their own strategy, but I feel like they're not chaotic in any way, shape, or form. So Gemini, you're definitely leveling up. You're in freaking amazing energy, frankly. I'm surprised I did not see the Magician pop out. anywhere. I feel like your wisdom is growing off the charts, especially with that Ace of Swords. I feel like major just happiness, joy, success, creativity off the charts. Wish fulfillment, moving out of loveless situations, old traumas that really never served you. Definitely opening up to your spiritual gifts, your clarity, your intuition. Somebody's coming in for you. Soulmate connection. Doesn't have to be love. Soulmates don't have to be love. I mean, it is the lover, so normally it is, but it can also just be a soulmate that is really there to help you succeed and grow. So you have 2 cards that came out. Number 36, Divine Wisdom, and number 8, Abundance. Yeah, I feel like you have both coming in for you. And then I'll read your White Light Oracle before we move on to lay Cancer. Alrighty, White Light Oracle. Number 20, Spirit Owl of 852 Hertz. I always just think of like the wise old owl. Ooh, I just saw, what is that show? Winnie the Pooh. Didn't they have an owl in that? Winnie the Pooh. Interesting. That might mean something to you. I don't know. Maybe there's a name in that, like the name of the little boy or something that can mean something for somebody. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me think of wisdom, and which again, you got that chakra card, wisdom. Oh, the wise old owl, was that its name? What was the little boy's name? Charlie? No, now I'm thinking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Totally different movie. I'm going to read this real quick. Recalibration to a higher order of divine purpose is in progress. That's the 4 of Wands, like moving into that divine purpose that I feel. It is not always a smooth ride. No, very rarely. But it is safe to be fearless as you gently hold space for new ways of thinking, hence the Ace of Swords, and seeing to emerge. You are encouraged to let go of opinions and belief systems that cannot support you in higher frequency states. You shall soon recognize a truth that cuts through confusion and frees you to proceed with love, peace, and higher understanding. Heck to the yeah. All right, we're moving on to Cancer. 8242. Christopher Robin. So maybe the person that's coming in for you is either named Christopher or Robin. I don't know why the name was... I don't know why the name felt important for some reason. So maybe you know a Christopher, a Robin, Chris. Wouldn't it be awesome if it was Christopher Robin? Just saying. I don't know where Winnie the Pooh would come from, except for the wise old owl. All right. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channel messages that come my way. So always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Tonight I am only doing Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Currently on Cancer. Timestamps will be left in the comment section and description box. Tomorrow, Christmas evening at 6 p.m., I will be going live and doing Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio. And then the 26th, the day after Christmas at 6 p.m., I will be doing Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Leo Pisces. So if you are exhausted with the Christmas season, or you just need a little breaky poo, feel free to come and join me. I'll be here. I heard something happen in record timing. Did you do something in record timing, Cancer? Interesting. I heard something about a losing streak. These are like the hardest cards to shuffle for some reason. I don't know if it's because they're tiny or probably. I just like having 2 decks so that I can leave the others spread out and then I don't lose all the cards. Last bit of shuffling before I pull the cards for Cancer. Oh, I'm seeing the Dukes of Hazzard. And the song, just some good old boys. Never meaning no harm. I don't know all the words to the song, but it makes me want to tap my toe. Okay, Cancer. It's the week of the 29th of December through to the 4th. For the sign of Cancer, what does Cancer need to know? Full clarification. Ooh. Oops. I'm dropping stuff. Like I'm... All right. One more, please. Well, Cancer. Ooh. Overall energy for your reading. Interesting. There's 2 energies, so it could be you and another person. They both could be your energy. Take it out. Resonates. We have a caring connection, and we have the Sun card, and there's number 33, concern. I feel like there is concern taking place in one's happiness, joy, creativity, and connection. There's definitely cause for concern on your end. I feel like you're concerned about a connection and your happiness, your joy, your abundance, your creativity. We have the 4 of water. That is rejection. It is being unsatisfied with the current emotional situation. And wanting something new, whether it's with the same person or somebody else. It just feels like you're not currently satisfied with what you're being given or what you're receiving, which I will say you get what you give. So we have the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. That is a beautiful card. It's all about a time of abundance, joy, happiness, creativity, new beginnings. It's giving birth to your dreams, turning them into reality. The Hierophant, number 5, that is a higher level of commitment. It also sometimes refers to seeking out some kind of higher guidance from a guru, if you will. Again, we're going to clarify. Yeah. Underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface. Cancer, that you may or may not be aware of, is number 9, broken heart. Pertaining to a number 5, mature man. So mature man could be somebody older than you, could be a family member, like a father, a grandfather. You could have a broken heart pertaining to that. It could be some, like a husband, boss. It can be anybody. There's a broken heart pertaining to a mature man. And mature doesn't necessarily mean age-wise. It could mean mentality wise, like they're more mature than you are in aspects, spiritually, emotionally. It's that kind of energy. So I feel like there's heartbreak when it comes to somebody who resembles that in your life. And then we have the 8 and 9 of air. These are self-imposed prisons. I do like seeing the 9 because once we hit the 9, that means we're moving to the 10. And once we hit the 10, we finally receive some kind of clarity and move out of that old cycle. Unless we choose to repeat it, so take that how it resonates. I will say that this is energy of fear, anxiety, sleepless nights, anger, frustration, and it is just cycling over and over. And although you might find a bit of relief from it at times, this feels like it's engulfing you. It's all you think about is negativity or stressful situations. I mean, even having something good in your life feels like it could just be more fleeting than anything. There's really a need to heal your thought process. I mean, that's a lot of energy. And again, I do like that it's moving in the upward. It's not like you're going in the reverse. But it is energy that you're creating from that energy, those thoughts, those lies that you tell yourself, the fear, the anxiety, the anger, the whatever. So let's get into the clarifying, shall we? Oh, we shall. Cancer. Again, you have concern pertaining to a connection and your happiness, your joy, your creativity, your abundance. What is the 4 of water besides rejection or being super unhappy with the current emotional opportunity that you're receiving? We have the 4 of Wands, the Hermit, and the Temperance. Virgo is the Hermit, Sagittarius is the Temperance. I definitely feel like it pertains to a union for you, but I also feel like there is a definite need to have some form of a spiritual awakening, to go within, to really figure out what you're passionate about, what your dreams and desires are. And aside from people, places, and situations, who you are. Really figure out who you are to take that level, to move into a new level. I also feel like with the Temperance card, this is all happening for a purpose in divine timing. And I also feel as though there's no rush that to pace yourself. Don't overindulge in certain things. I'm almost wondering if this person might be pulling away from you because they might be spiritually leveling up. So flip the roles if need be. But again, this is meant to be taking place. So if somebody's pulled back from you, or you're starting to pull back because you're no longer really feeling the energy of a situation, it's because you've already started to pull back. And again, if somebody's pulling back from you, I feel like it's because they're already moving into that spiritual awakening energy. And it's meant to take place for everybody. Like always, we should all be having spiritual awakenings. I know, like, I felt like Oprah for a minute, a spiritual awakening for you and a spiritual awakening for you. But I definitely feel like this pertains to a union, as well as a need to really get on your templed path to figure out what you're meant to be here for. Get out of this. This is somebody who's too focused on the 3D, and the 3D is old news. It's old creation. It's something we create from our energy and our thoughts and our paradigm, like our programming. And until you have a spiritual shift or change, internal, as within, so without, you're never going to be able to create on purpose. It's all going to be default. I feel like you've been on default mode for a really, really long time. With the Ace of Wands, I feel like there is a brand new passionate opportunity coming in. But let's take a look at the Empress. What's the Empress? Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Two of Swords, and the Moon. So there's definitely an opportunity. I don't feel like you're embodying Empress energy. I feel like this is a time that could be coming in for you, an opportunity. Could be another person. But it's interesting because it's being clarified by the Magician. So creation, creating this, and being unwilling or unable to make a choice between the Moon, Cancer energy, that's you. But I feel like it's pertaining to your fear. It's almost like new beginning, creation, something new, purposeful, fear, anxiety. It just feels like you have an opportunity to create, but it's becoming a mixed bag. And so nothing's shifting or changing. That could be the concern. Like, do I pick the sun, this new beginning, or this connection? There could be definitely you that's like, I'm just not happy with this anymore. I truly want something higher. I want out of this. What's the Hierophant? So the Hierophant's being clarified by the Three of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, Pisces energy. The Hierophant, again, is a higher level of commitment, but it also sometimes pertains to you seeking out a guru or somebody high, spiritually, a guru, I don't know how else to put it, to assist you on your life path. Interesting. I heard when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Is this somebody that just pops right in? The Three of Cups is celebration. A new soul tribe. And the Eight of Wands is like this unexpected, fast-moving, could be communication out of nowhere. But it's a swift change that takes place. With the Four of Pentacles, that's holding on to something. And what are we holding on to? Our intuition, our guidance, our spiritual gifts, maybe, our desire to move in a new direction. For some of you, this Hierophant, if this is a person, could be a very high level connection for you. We have the High Priestess and the Hierophant, and to me, that is the highest level. Whether they're dating or not dating doesn't really matter. They could just be friends, like take it how it resonates. But like the Emperor and the Empress is, in my opinion, the power couple of the 3D. They embody all four queens and kings. They're the 3D power couple, right? Creation in the 3D. Together, they're like awesome sauce. The Hierophant and the High Priestess, to me, are the spiritual, like, couple. They are beyond the 3D, if that makes sense. Like, yes, they're in this world, but they're not of this world. So somebody needed to hear that, because I feel like this is important for somebody. Although I don't feel like that's everybody's message, but I feel like there could be some kind of celebration that takes place where you come across this Hierophant energy, this person. I think it's a person. I don't think it's your decision for a higher level of commitment. I truly feel like you're going to come across somebody that is just kind of knocks your socks off. I heard booties. I don't know if you all know what booties are. Um, it's funny because they were socks from like 100 million years ago that had these little balls on the back of them, and they were like the footy socks, but they had the little balls on the back. We used to call those booties. Uh, so maybe you have some booties. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like this person comes in out of nowhere. And I feel like it's an energy that you almost hold on to. Like your intuition is off the charts when it comes to this person. I'm going to get into the underlying here in just 1 second. I just want to explain again. I feel like there's a connection in your life that you have some concerns about because I feel like you're outgrowing it. And again, flip the roles if need be. But I feel like you're wanting to choose a new path and this person isn't leveling up with you. I honestly, at this point, feel like the mature man, if it's not the person that isn't leveling up with you, it could be that there's a heartbreak because it's somebody else. And there's something that needs to end in order for this to transpire. I definitely feel like you have opportunity, that Venusian energy, that Empress energy, but you're like, do I go to the new and create or the old? And I feel like you could be creating mixed bag energy because there's fear and anxiety. So don't create from that. But I definitely feel like it's like of two worlds. Like, do I move into this new cycle and literally have to leave a lot of things in my old life behind? Because if you take your old life with you, then you're not moving into the new. You're just taking the old with you. Like you're repeating a cycle. I feel like you meet somebody at a party, at a gathering, through some friends, something happy, something joyful, and it just almost hits like a ton of bricks. And it's your intuition flies off the charts. I feel like this is something that almost grabs you. Let's get to the underlying with the broken heart and the mature man, the 8 of air and the 9 of air. 1, 2, 3. So the 8 of air is being clarified by the Knight of Cups. I feel like there's definitely an emotional energy when it comes to this person, and they are the sun. I feel like the concern is between an old and a new. Sun, Leo energy, joy, happiness, prosperity, creativity. The Page of Pentacles, this person could be an earth sign, but I feel like they're offering something, some opportunity. There's some kind of offering taking place. Before I get into that, I wanted to read the bottom. This is all happening for a reason in divine timing with that Temperance card. Sagittarius energy. We have the Moon card. That, again, is your energy. I feel like there's fear. I mean, yes, I know that you probably have psychic abilities, but I'm feeling that this pertains to fear. There's a King of Swords. So I'm not sure I don't know if this is a new person or an old person. The King of Swords is the energy of specifically Gemini, but it's also somebody who is very wordsmith. They're black and white. They cut people out, places, situations out that really don't serve a purpose in their life. They always think they're right. They're very strong in their beliefs. Emphasis on their belief, their truth. We have the 10 of Swords. I had to pull the 10 of Swords because you're going from the 8 to the 9 to the 10. Finally, you're going to get some clarity. What is the 9 of Air? And that was quick. Oh, one more. Yeah. I feel like this is all about a decision. All of this just for a decision. I feel like you're moving up spiritually. I feel like you've got somebody who isn't. I feel like in order for you to move up spiritually, there's going to have to be a tethering, a cutting of the cord. I feel like it's happening in divine timing anyways. I feel like you do have somebody who's coming in who is going to meet you powerfully, spiritually. I don't think you're there yet, but I think you're moving in that direction. We have that Ace of Wands. So what you're all up in your head about, this fear, this stress, this anxiety, this heartbreaking decision, is brand new beginning, brand new passionate beginning, or 3 of Swords. That's okay. I'm literally at the end. I'll put timestamps in a minute. So you're choosing, Cancer, brand new passionate beginning, creativity, joy, happiness, going after what you desire, or heartbreak, celebration, because I feel like you met this passionate beginning at a celebration. It's going to cause some kind of heartache, and you're emotionally going to have to make a decision. Well, I feel like you are, honestly. That's where the 10 comes in. I feel like you met somebody that clicks all the boxes, and it's causing heartbreak. So this heartbreak could be tied to, because, okay, I met this person and I know like it's heartbreaking that I have to end this, or like I have to make this choice. Could be your heartbreak. It also could be that you're creating heartbreak for somebody, clearly. But brand new passionate beginning, you're up in your head about it because it's going to be heartbreaking. There's going to be somebody, now I'm starting to hear there's going to be a heartbreak tonight. I don't know. You met this person at a celebration, and what are you doing? 6 of Wands, mentally, emotionally, moving in that direction towards the Empress. Yeah, you're making the choice. You're finally choosing the brand new beginning, the happiness, the giving birth to your dreams. The Ace of Holy Bananas. The Empress, Taurus, Libra. The Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Ace of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. And the 3 of Pentacles. You're choosing to go for the collaboration with this Hierophant, whether it's love or not, take it how it resonates. You're finally getting out of your headspace and believing and seeing things differently. You're getting new opportunities in the 3D because you're making the choice to go towards the Empress energy, to create something new for yourself, to release whatever you've been hanging out in for the last who knows how long. So let me read your chakra card. And then your White Light Oracle. Number 6, balance. I feel like you are going to balance yourself out once you make that choice. I feel like you're overthinking and overanalyzing it. Like, yeah, I get it. It's a major shift and change, so it's to be expected, but follow the intuition. We have number 28, Epsilon Modulation. I do need to cover part of her. Okay, we'll do this because I want you to see the crystals going up her chest, which to me feels like going into balance, complete alignment, from the crown down. There could be heart healing at this time, emotional healing, receiving divine guidance and clarity. Number 28. Gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. Yeah. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you. Yay. We did our first full clarification for 4 signs. Oh, wow, John. That's interesting. Oh, yes, Vicky, I didn't even see you. I don't know why I only looked up when Lady McLater Late Britches showed up. Yes. Hello, Vicky. Hello, Leanne. Hello, Bridget. See, they're long. Could you imagine if I had like 8 more to go? That'd be crazy sauce. Oh, see, you weren't late. You were just in time. Oh, did that just crack? Oh, ooh, that's hotter than a mother trucker. I have a resin burner for my incense, and I was burning the Archangel resin, and I just heard a crack, so mildly concerned that the jar just cracked, but it's hot, so I'm not going to attempt to pick it up again. Yes, I'm glad you made it for the last 45 seconds, too. I'm just shuffling, and then I'm going to get out of here. I think we were going to go look at Christmas lights or something. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, my gosh. So, I don't know if I want to say it live. Whatever. I'm going to. So, I went back to black. I did the whole, I tried red. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll be El Natural. And I embraced it, and it was fine. No big deal. And then I was like, you know, I'm just going to go back to black because I just like my hair black. Whatever. I didn't realize until I put it in that it's blue black. And frankly, it's probably going to be really pretty when I don't have the Christmas hat on. Although it's Christmas time, so you're going to have to wait. But it's blue. Well, because of my gray hair. Like, it totally picks up the blue. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, maybe you can't see it. Whatever. It's blue. Like in the front. Like it's really highlighted tint of blue. Can you even see the blue? Like trying to get in there. Not really. I don't know. I can't see it. Anyway. It's blue, like electric blue almost. So anyway. All right. I'm done shuffling for tomorrow's 4. I'm going to go do this timestamps. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. It's Christmas Eve. I'll see you tomorrow if you're here. You don't feel obligated, but ash space. I don't know what that is. I just do the box. Like, I have another sister, not the one that's in here right now, that does hair, and nope, I just go by the box, do it my own self, you know, just, and then, you know, I just sing the song, I'm gonna wash that gray right out of my hair. Although I'm totally fine with the gray too. In fact, I wish it was more gray, because it really makes colors pop when the gray starts slowly coming back through. Anyway. Oh, I don't know what that is. All right. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you tomorrow if you show up. If not, I will see you the next time I see you. Don't ever feel obligated, but I truly appreciate you. Yeah, I'm excited to do my next 4 tomorrow. See you tomorrow if I can hit the off button.